Hello and welcome to our video. Today's story will be about someone's emprise undergoing through the uncertainties of his death and the descent into an abnormality in his life. On October 5, 2012 I tried to kill myself. I would collect and stash pile cocktails of drugs for this very moment. I took 250 milligrams of hydrocodone, 1080 milligrams of carisoprodol, 200 milligrams Valium, 10 milligrams Xanax, and that was enough to kill me. In case it wasn't, I had about twice that amount stashed anyway. I ate them all and used Taka to chase it. Then just put some iced tea into a cup, and was sipping iced tea by the computer side writing my note. It started kicking in and I don't think I even started writing. However, I did try to lock my door, but the door is weird so you have to lift it with about 2 tons of force to get the lock to click, and so I fucked that up. About 2 hours later, I woke up in the ER. All I remember was tunnel vision and a few things being passed around me. "We got him, should have left him dead," in clearly my stepdad's voice crying, and I bent over to the doctor and muttered naloxone. Now imagine a blink of a second. I was now in my mom's room, 13 people surrounding me, my arms folded as I laid there, totally fucked up. They were all there to see if I was alive. Which I was. But I'm so sure I died. Even though it probably was a really weird thing to experience unless you've been out cold for a long period of time before it will sort of feel like you died. The time skip is really disorienting but gives you a sort of postmodernist perspective on life. Several times. Once from drug overdose and once when I was a child from a deadly illness where I laid unconscious in a fridge and my heartbeat was a straight line for a short time. I have no memory of it at all as I was too young, but I heard many stories about how there was a great storm and when it stopped a rainbow appeared and everyone prayed, and at that moment I healed from the brink of death. Some would say this makes me a shaman in some cultures. The one from drug overdose I remember vividly. August 2012. It began when I took too much 2CT7 and after intense psychedelic colorful patterns took over my field of vision, delirium set in, imaginary flies everywhere around me. I believed I was dead already and a ghost. In the ER I battled imaginary demons and spoke in tongues repeating letters and digits, saw a demon with the head of a man, a cat, and a frog. Sounds began to echo loudly and darkness took over as I went through a tunnel, seeing past lives and traumas all come together as one. I saw the other side, brighter than anything I have ever seen, beneath the sky a cat-like being looking down at me with love. Suddenly I got pulled back into my old body and found myself being injected with stuff. I recall wishing I had stayed there. I haven't, but that page from Nemo, which is fantastic by the way, reminds me of H.P. Lovecraft's Dream Quest to Unknown Cave, which is a must-read for anyone into mystic stuff. It's honestly far better than his Cthulhu mythos, it's just not as memorable. Not yet, but I hope I die this month. Ya dead yet? And OD'd last summer. She was lifeless on the floor, until she got Narcan up the nose and she was restored back to life.